Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? It is your boy, Dalyxman. Welcome to, what is this, episode 93 of my Q&A corner? Yes! Welcome to the 93rd edition of Dalyxman's Q&A corner. We are fastly approaching episode 100, which I have said time and time again will be an episode where I interview a wrestler. Hands down, it will be an episode all about, I don't know who it's going to be, but a wrestler, a wrestling personality will be on this show, on this YouTube channel, and the questions will go to that person. But before we get to that, we still got, 94 through 99 to get to? So thank you guys for your questions. Those of you who have taken the time to send me questions over Facebook, over Twitter, using the hashtag AskDalyxman, and of course, emailing me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com. We're going to do all of this. We're going to answer all the questions from all platforms, starting off with Facebook, then going to Twitter, again, using the hashtag AskDalyxman, and finally concluding with my email, justalyxsworld@gmail.com. So if you still want to send me questions, I'm going to be up here. I might be up here longer than I anticipated. So there's still time to send me questions. The best way, if you're going to send me a question, my advice would be to send me a question using the hashtag AskDalyxman on Twitter. Or, you know what? Either send me the question on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com. I think Facebook, this one's pretty much packed as it is. And I don't know if it's gonna catch your questions now. So I would send me the question with Twitter using the hashtag AskDalyxman, or just email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com. Whichever way, you can still send me your questions. I will answer as many of them as I can right here, while I still have the time to do so. Before we get to it, we should discuss a couple of topics, of course. And let's not forget, if this is the first time you're watching me, please like the video and subscribe. Do me a favor, like the video and subscribe. While you're at it, if you really want to help expand the brand of your boy Dalyxman, you can do a couple of things. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, DalyxmanVX1, right there below the t-shirt. Donate using PayPal, Patreons, and yes, Super Chats are on. There will not be any moderations tonight. Super Chats will go unstructured. It is an unstructured show. You can donate at any time, and it will be played. You will get a notification. Your live chat will be shown here on the screen throughout the podcast. Unfiltered, unstructured. Email me right there at justalyxsworld@gmail.com. And for a limited amount of time, while you still can, buy yourself a Dalyxman t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. So I'm not expecting a big crowd tonight. Usually these Q&A shows don't have the biggest crowds, but let's see how many people are here in the live chat. Thank you, Sam Katz, for subscribing. Good to have you here, buddy. Okay, it's 80 people. I actually expected a little bit less than that. Oh, it's still growing. Okay. Now it's 100. Maybe I underestimated my audience. Anyways, giving a shout out to the following people: Raymond Fraud, Cashapp Prince, I'm going to get your name wrong, Joe Arredondo? Joe Arredondo. Close enough. Not even close. No, I don't think I even got it right. Pikachu Black, Adam Ritter, Jonathan Lemon Show, Juan Lopez, HS, let's see here, Joshua Cervantes. I know I got that name right. Cervantes. Firestar Heart. Bradley Xavier wants me to interview John Cena. John Cena! Wouldn't that be quite the interview to get? If I got to interview John Cena, this would shut the channel down. Anyways, it'd be really cool. Get Isaiah out of Palestine. Jonathan Show. Jonathan Lemon Show. Malik Hiltz. I'm gonna get all these names right. Ole Samuel Ole. Jordan Williams. Elias and Damien, what's up, Elias? No, I did not watch Raw. Yes, you are free to ask me questions about Raw. I don't care. I'll answer them. Supposedly, I'll have to because you asked them. But no, I didn't watch Raw. So if you want me to talk about Raw, just tell me what happened and I'll give my thoughts on it. Like this guy asking me to talk about Lana's pregnancy angle. We'll talk about that. I'm pretty sure someone asked me a question about that. Or will. Let's see here. TrueFire 901, Trey Jonas, Zundale Moore, Super Pie P Boone, and last but not least, we're gonna give this last shout out to Rari Kitty Balloonicorn. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. I'm going to start with Facebook, and then we'll move into Twitter, and then we'll conclude with my email questions. Now, by the way, my email questions are only 3. I only have 3 email questions. So, if you really want me to see it, I would email me your question while I'm here. All right. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. Q&A corner commencing. First question comes from Oliver Cooper, or Ollie, from Arlington, Texas. Ooh, he's a Texonian. All right, here we go. A few months ago, Sony and Disney settled their dispute to put Spider-Man back into the MCU, which was obviously astounding news for the fans. However, what if another fallout occurs between the two companies? Sony pulls the web slinger out of the MCU once again, which ultimately ends up canceling Spider-Man 3. Would you be able to handle this bombshell of news? Let me just say this right now, since you're asking me a Marvel question, and I am a big Marvel fan, big MCU fan, I'm very tentative about this relationship, period. I didn't think it was going to last that long to begin with. The day I heard Spider-Man was joining the MCU, there was a side of me that thought that's not going to be a long-term relationship. The fact that it's lasted this long says a lot. And I think the only reason it's lasted this long is because Sony knows there ain't a single thing they can do with Spider-Man by themselves, other than the Spider-Verse, that could match what the MCU has done with Spider-Man. So they knew they were going to lose money by taking him out of the MCU. They had to keep him in there. And so from a business perspective, as much as they would like to think they can do it without MCU, it's not very smart to have an iconic character like Spider-Man out of the MCU right now. So they can have the little disputes and throw hissy fits all they want over money. It would be a very bad idea for them to do it again. As in, take Spider-Man out of the MCU because we don't like our current deal. As for what would happen in the future, do I see it lasting long? No, I don't. I think after the third movie and the cameo, they'll probably work out a deal to do one more Spider-Man. I can see them going to a 4th movie. After that 4th movie, they're cutting it off. They're going to say, all right, no more. No more Spider-Man in the MCU. By that point, honest to God, by that point, we'll be good. I think by the 4th Spider-Man movie, if they want to take Spider-Man back and do whatever they want with it, sure. Whatever. Personally, a good strong 4 or 5 movies with Spider-Man is good enough. The fact that we're even getting a 3rd one, that's a blessing in and of itself. To get a 4th or 5th one, I don't know, guys. That's kind of pushing it. I don't really think Sony wants to stay with the MCU that long. If they do, wonderful. I think from a business perspective, it would be great for both companies. But we all know Sony is, I don't want to say jealous of Disney, but let's go with competitive. They feel like they can do better than Disney. Because, their Spider-Man movie got an Emmy. Or an Oscar. What was it? An Emmy and an Oscar. Probably both. It got an award. So, I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's a relationship not meant to last. But we'll see what happens. Thank you for the question. Aaron O'Brien from Wakefield, England. Ooh, from across the seas. What's up, buddy? Do you think Austin versus Taker from the streak? Wait, from the streak? They didn't have a match. Yeah, that's actually, they didn't have a WrestleMania match. I'm trying again. Do you think Austin versus Taker for the streak at a WrestleMania is one of the best matches to never happen? Thanks, man. Love the content. Thank you, Aaron. I would put it up there as one of those matches we should have gotten but never did. Would it be in my top 10? I don't know. Like, Austin versus Hogan is, I don't know if that's number one, but that's definitely one of those matches I am shocked we never got. The Rock versus Shawn Michaels, that's another one. Eddie Guerrero versus Shawn Michaels, that's another one. Kurt Angle versus Daniel Bryan is one that, you know, there's a side of me that just wishes Kurt Angle was better. Yeah, was still as good as he was, or at least half the way good as he was. Because him and Bryan could have an excellent match if they were able to. I think in terms of where it would rank, I would probably slide it into my top 10 as one of those matches that we could have gotten but never really had a chance to get. But it is what it is. Thank you for the question, though. And the time to have done it, if they were going to do it, would have been 2002. And didn't Taker and Austin have a feud in 2002, by the way? I think they did. So they actually could have made it work. All right. See, Jarrett Simmons from Dallas, Texas. Why is it when Road Dogg was writing SmackDown and it sucked, people were campaigning for him to be fired, when Heyman so far has Raw looking like absolute crap? Here we go. Heyman is a great on-screen character, but his writing has been atrocious. When will fans start calling him out? Well, the one thing that Road Dogg did that Heyman did not do, and this is something people in the company should learn from Seth Rollins, Road Dogg consistently put his foot in his mouth on Twitter. Constantly telling the fans, you complain too much, the storyline is great, it's awesome. The only reason why it's not great is because you're too negative. You're looking for reasons to hate it. Why would you tell fans that? I think ultimately that was the main reason why I wanted him gone, is that he was so out of touch and such a corporate kiss ass. I didn't want him writing for the show. He's not, well, I don't know if he's changed since going to NXT, but he hasn't been doing this since he moved to NXT. I don't know. He still blocked me on Twitter. He probably unblocked me. I'll probably have to see. But, yeah, like, I haven't heard anything from Road Dogg ever since he went to NXT. You noticed that, right? I guarantee you he hasn't said anything about the Rusev storyline. I wouldn't know. I'm not following him. But from what I've heard, because he is a big name, he hasn't said a damn thing since leaving SmackDown and working on NXT. Huh. Interesting. So, Road Dogg was all kinds of crazy with the way he handled the fans on Twitter, on social media, period. Telling us that we're the issue why the shows are bad. Wins and losses don't matter. It's just so many corporate, stupid, kiss-ass things he did that just made him so unlikable. Kind of like what Seth Rollins is doing right now. Yeah, but Road Dogg stopped. And that's why fans are giving him a hard time. But to answer your question, why aren't fans giving Heyman a hard time? Because he's not doing that. I have yet to see Paul Heyman at any point in time come on social media and tell the fans, stop whining, quit complaining, just enjoy it. Never said that. Because he understands that everyone has their own tastes. Okay, you can argue that Raw as of lately has not been the best in terms of storytelling. You're right. Absolutely. And I will give you that. I have not enjoyed a lot of stories on Raw. Especially Rusev, Lana, and Lashley. The last one that I really loved was the one between Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. That was an awesome storyline. And it was simple. Two big men who wanted to kill each other. And that's it. The stuff between Sasha and Becky was good as well. But other than that, he hasn't really been doing much. Sorry. I love Heyman, but I think we got our hopes up thinking he would have full control over Raw, but we forgot that Vince McMahon is a micromanager. So ultimately, yeah, Heyman is the executive producer, but it's still Vince's show. So, should we give Heyman a hard time? Probably, but we're not going to. You want to know why? Because Heyman isn't an asshole. He isn't a corporate suck-up like Road Dogg was. So he gets a pass. Next, Shane McKeever from Detroit, Michigan. I'm loving the wrestling I'm getting on Wednesday nights between NXT and AEW. So am I. With that said, in my opinion, the AEW talent pool is starting to show its thinness. Do you think it's a smart move for them to be bringing in a mid-card title, or should they wait until they establish and sign more talent? I think that is a good point to make. I do agree that AEW's roster needs a bit more star power. Quite frankly, the women's division is so thin. Extremely lacking. I'm questioning if they really should have a women's title right now. But they have one, and they're doing the best they can with it. But that is a good point to make. AEW doesn't feel like a fully fleshed out roster right now. But, and I keep saying this every time someone brings it up, they just started. AEW, last I checked, yeah, they started about a month ago. They've only been around for a month. They've only had, 6 episodes. You're not going to get a lot of story out of 6 episodes. Any show. Any show that you've watched. Any show that you've watched. You're going to get some. You're going to get some development. You're going to get some character. But it's only 6 episodes. You know, Breaking Bad, which is one of my favorite shows of all time and easily the perfect show, the best show ever to air on TV. No, I have not seen Game of Thrones. I'm not going to watch Game of Thrones. But Breaking Bad, yeah, it had a great start. But you want to know when I really got hooked? It was like late in season 1. The first few episodes of Breaking Bad were decent. They were cool. But they weren't engaging. They wasn't hooking me. I didn't get hooked until like late season 1 when Walter went to, I'm not going to spoil too much, but when he went to that drug house and then he blew it up, like, this is not meth. Boom! That episode hooked me. It hooked me and I was in for the rest of the freaking season. Rick and Morty. I thought the first episode, Rick and Morty, sucked. I don't care what anybody said. That episode sucked. It didn't really hook me until, again, I'm not trying to spoil the show, but the episode where they had to go to a different reality. That's when it hooked me, because I'm like, ooh, so they're from a different reality. Huh. And then as you continue to watch Rick and Morty, you see it actually has a lot more depth to it than most shows. It isn't just your run-of-the-mill non-continuity South Park Simpsons shows. This actually has continuity to it, although it's written as if it doesn't, which is very genius of them. But you don't get into these shows the first episode in. No, you gotta give it some time. So for me, AEW, and I'm assuming they're gonna take December off. I'm assuming they're not gonna run too many shows in December. I figured that things are going to be rough after the first episode. I thought the first episode was going to get a big rating. I even said that it was going to get at least 1 million. And it exceeded even my expectations of 1.4, I think. Or it actually got like a 1.6 if you include the run after the show. The second run. So it got a big rating for its debut. Massive. And then, as I would have expected, you know, the shows following that weren't going to be as good. And so fans were not going to be as interested because we start to realize, oh, wow, we don't have a lot of star power on the show, which is expected. You have Chris Jericho, you got Cody Rhodes, and you got some people that are famous from other companies. But you don't have a major star like an Austin or a Rock or even a John Cena or a Brock Lesnar. That's going to take time to build. That kind of star doesn't come today. That doesn't come in 24 hours or in a week or in a month. That kind of thing is made over time. Oops.
Did you know about Stone Cold will have Stone Cold podcast on WWE Network after Survivor Series with The Undertaker?
Someone already asked me that question. I'll answer it when we get to it, Mr. P. Boom, but thank you for the donation. As of right now, do I think they should establish a mid-card title? I would wait. Let them finish the year off. Then when we get to the next pay-per-view and we've grown the roster a little bit and established some more talent, absolutely. And the first person I would give it to, Pac. Give it to Pac. I think Pac would be an excellent mid-card heel champion. Let him hold that thing for at least a year. He can be the gatekeeper of the mid-card division. If you can establish yourself with Pac, you're ready for the main event scene. All right. But just to answer your question, no, I'm not surprised that the roster seems thin. But it feels thin because there hasn't been a lot of development with the characters. Literally, the only person who's gotten a strong developments, I would consider to be Cody Rhodes and Chris Jericho, who are your talent, like the top two guys in your roster. You're gonna have to give other people some time to make a name for themselves. All right, so next question. I'm a huge Taker mark. Who isn't? If he was in his prime today, who from any promotion would you like to see him fight at WrestleMania? And I'm assuming if the streak wasn't broken and he was fighting at WrestleMania, who would you fight? AJ Styles. I wouldn't even think twice about that. AJ Styles would be the first person. If not Daniel Bryan, that's the next person. If not, roll the dice. Really, I can't think of anybody but those two. All right, thank you for the questions, Bradley Xavier, who's also in the live chat. As DC shows Arrow comes to an end after the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, do you see Stephen Amell transitioning over to AEW given the fact that he's friends with Cody and that he has stated the doors are open for him if he wants to home as a wrestler? Do I see him becoming a wrestler is what he's asking. His match with Stardust, I don't even know what SummerSlam was that? Was that 2016? Whenever they had that match, I remember it being surprisingly good. I'm like, oh wow, he's pretty athletic. I don't know. I personally, from my personal opinion, if he wants to do it, give him a shot. Why not? He could be one of those Hollywood transitional wrestlers that actually make it work. There have been very few Hollywood performers who have gone from movies to wrestling and made it work. I think he could be one of those that could. And it would be good. But we'll see. I'm not against it. Let's see here. I've seen YouTube's... okay. Try this again. I've seen YouTubers like Real Rejects, who don't watch wrestling react to all episodes of the Firefly Funhouse and instantly become a fan. Oh, really? Real Rejects reacted to the Bray Wyatt stuff? Anyways, this is a testament to how successful Bray Wyatt's character is, given that he appeals to a mainstream audience. Is this a testament to how successful Bray Wyatt's character is, given that he appeals or seems to appeal to a mainstream audience? To answer your question, it's no secret that Bray Wyatt might have the most creative and megastar potential character on the roster right now, without question. Everyone looks at that character and goes, there's absolutely no reason why this guy should not be the next Austin, next Taker, and all they have to do... Here's the crazy thing about Bray Wyatt, and the thing I love about this character and the way it's being produced, ain't nobody writing for him. He might have a Hollywood director or like The Undertaker giving him ideas. But this is all Bray Wyatt. That's what makes it awesome. It's all him. Every Firefly Funhouse segment is his idea. And I think when you have someone who can work by himself, who can do the work for you, you don't need the writers to help him out, and he's able to achieve this level of fame and get over this fast, you kind of have to nurture that. And you kind of have to just get out of his way and just let him go. And I think WWE, they have a situation here where if they let him go and they let him do what he needs to do, he will be the next big thing. He will be a mega hit. But does that level of success fit the agenda for what the WWE wants to do? Is that what Vince wants? Because let's just be real. Bray Wyatt isn't the only megastar potential talent on the roster. There are plenty of wrestlers that could, if given the right stories, could be megastars. The problem is WWE doesn't want them to be megastars. And I think we all know that. They want them to fit within the mold and not grow past the brand. Because the real star is the brand. The Fiend could be bigger than their brand. And that might be an issue. Because no one can be bigger than Vince McMahon. Than what Vince McMahon wants. Which is he wants the WWE to be the brand. The Wyatt character, the Fiend, could and should reach a level bigger than that. But it's no question that the Fiend is able to appeal to a massive audience. Why wouldn't it? But who knows? WWE might actually let him do what he needs to do to get over. Corey Payne from... Let me get this... Is it Tapa Hanuk? He's from Virginia. I can't pronounce the name of the city. Who is your pick for the Royal Rumble? Who is your pick to win the 2020 Royal Rumble? Well, we have women's and men's, right? I have no idea who's going to win the women's. Literally no idea. None. Actually, yes, I do. I just lied to you. I think Ronda's winning the women's. That one's easy. Guarantee you we're going to do Ronda versus Becky again at WrestleMania. We got to. Their match at WrestleMania last year never had a conclusion. So this time we're going to actually... Well, it had a conclusion, but there was that controversy that her shoulders were never down. So they're going to do one-on-one Becky versus Ronda. They got to. And I think if they did it, it would actually draw. That would be a match that I personally would like to see just by themselves. No interference, just straight up Ronda versus Becky. And Ronda's going to have time off to relax and to chill and to recollect her thoughts, to reflect on her work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she'll come back stronger than ever. So, yeah, Ronda's going to be my pick to win the women's. As for the men, so the champions right now are The Fiend and Brock Lesnar. Those are some strong champs. So you have to pick someone that could likely be contenders to fight either one of them. I have three in mind. Kofi Kingston's number one. I think Kofi Kingston definitely should get his rematch against Brock Lesnar. What better way to do that than to have him win the Rumble, go to Raw, and fight for the championship? Personally, that's the best storyline I can come up with. If you do the whole Daniel Bryan returning to the Yes movement, having him win the Rumble, something he hasn't done yet, and then have him fight The Fiend or Brock Lesnar, I could buy that. The thing is, because The Fiend's going to fight Bryan at Survivor Series. We know that. That's clear. If we have Bryan fight The Fiend at Survivor Series, and you do the whole he lost because he wasn't himself, he was only the... He was the new Daniel Bryan, the Captain Planet. He's a hero. Captain Planet Daniel Bryan. And he rekindled who he really was. And you tell that story where he got all the love back. He found himself again. He went to the Royal Rumble. And he fought tooth and nail. Fought tooth and nail to get back what he was. Then you can have him win the Rumble and go fight either or Brock or The Fiend. And I think that could actually work. I can see him and The Fiend having an excellent feud for WrestleMania. If he fights The Fiend, he ain't beating him. He ain't gonna beat the Fiend, but I don't think that matters. I think the ultimate goal is to create a storyline where you can believe Bryan beating the Fiend. If he fights Brock Lesnar, he's gonna win. I think if you do Bryan winning the Rumble and he fights Brock Lesnar, oh, absolutely, he will beat Brock Lesnar. And honestly, I would pay good money to see him beat Brock Lesnar. Make his ass tap out. Last but not least, who would be the best Royal Rumble winner for me? Well, and see, this is a problem too, because this guy is hurt. But I was going to go with Aleister Black. How awesome would that be? Think about that for a minute. How would you guys feel if Aleister Black won the Rumble? That would be a nice change of pace. Like, ooh, Aleister Black versus Brock Lesnar? Aleister Black versus The Fiend. As for who I think is actually going to win, god damn it, I hate to say it, but it might be Roman Reigns. And Jesus Christ, that is the worst pick you can do. Don't have it be Roman. If you put Roman against The Fiend, he will get booed. If you do Brock and Roman again, WrestleMania, I guarantee you this will be the first WrestleMania people boycott. There ain't no way in hell we're going to sit through 8 hours just to get to Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again. Kiss my ass. So, I would hate for Roman to win again because there's no way in hell he's going to beat The Fiend. And there's no way in hell he's going to beat Lesnar again. Well, he might beat Lesnar. Get his moment. But no one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. And I might talk about this again next year. I think the first video I will do, and I always do this, is who do I see winning the Royal Rumble, who are surprise entrants, and all that kind of stuff. As for surprise entrants, I might skip that. I might skip that this year and just do who I think will win the Royal Rumble. But anyways, moving on. Zach Eddy from Chicago, Illinois. Is it Chicago, Illinois? Because I think he just said Illinois. Anyway, first I'd like to say we talked a few months ago about me making you graphics, but I kind of skipped out on you due to depression. I lost 2 family members in the same weeks around that time, and I lost all motivation, and when I got better, I didn't contact you again about it, as I felt like I stood you up, and you wouldn't have wanted to hear from me. I do apologize. You're good, man. Sorry to hear that from you, Eddie. Everybody give a thumb up, give thumbs up for Eddie. Thumbs up for Eddie, man. Anyways, do you think it's a possibility that Vince McMahon knows that he's getting old? He's ruining the WWE on purpose because he doesn't want the business to succeed without him around. Do you think he could just be sabotaging the shows because the show succeeded because of him and he wants to ruin it as much as he can while he can, so even his family has a troubled time getting it back and doing well? I'm gonna kill it! If anybody's gonna kill my company, it's gonna be me. And the end. That promo is going down in history as one of the best of all time. Now, I know I make jokes about it, that Vince is killing his own company. I don't think he is. I think Vince McMahon is... I think what Vince is doing, what he thinks he's doing, in all honesty, I think what he's doing is what he believes is going to help. He thinks what he's doing is good for the company. I don't think he realizes that what he finds entertaining isn't what the masses want. I think there are aspects of that statement that are true. Do I think he's self-aware that he's out of touch? Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I think he's self-aware, but he's not going to admit it. He's never going to admit it. Vince is the kind of guy that will work himself to death in his 80s. And if you don't think he will, let me ask you this right now. How old is Vince McMahon? Let's find out. That's a question for y'all. How old is Vince McMahon? He's 74 years old. He ain't that far off, ladies and gentlemen, from 80. Do I see him still working in the next 6 years? I can see it. But thankfully, it won't be happening that much because he's going to be doing the XFL, which is starting very soon. Like, in a couple of months, he'll be doing the XFL, so I guarantee you he won't be showing up on Raw and SmackDown that much. Thank God. Thank God! So maybe Heyman will actually have more control over Raw, and maybe we'll start to see some stuff from Bruce Pritchard as well. But, just to answer your question, no, I don't think he's deliberately trying to sabotage this company. I honestly truly believe this. I think he believes what he's doing is good business and it's for the best of the company. And you know what? Let him. I say for whatever it is, we can hate on the shows, we can hate on SmackDown. If he wants to continue putting out this crap, fine. I just wish more wrestlers would stand up to him and go, look, if you want to pull out this crap, do it, but don't do it while I'm here. Don't do it while I'm here, please. Please don't. But yeah, thank you for the question. Next is from Josh Cervantes from Sacramento. Have you heard of the mobile game 80s Mania Wrestling Returns? I have not. In the game, you collect cards containing different characters, match types, arenas. With your collection, you can build and book your own wrestling fan. The game itself is also a parody tribute to 80s, 90s wrestling, both in and out of the wrestling business. Also, there's a modern era installment, Modern Wrestling, coming out in December. If you do check it out, I even think you could make some videos out of it. Oh, really? I'll think about that. Thanks for suggesting that to me, buddy. Okay, I'm pretty sure people have been waiting for this one. Dalyxman, how do you feel about WWE not releasing talent when they ask for it? And this is very appropriate to ask me because recently on Twitter, Cara, Cara was the recent WWE talent to ask for his release. And he basically stated, and it was written in Spanish, so I can't give you the full reading of what he said, but he essentially said, my talents are not appreciated, and I feel like they will be appreciated elsewhere. I feel like that is the general consensus of what every talent feels in WWE. Just to kind of talk about that while answering your question, it was announced that WWE will not be granting his release. And let me tell you why they're not going to be granting any releases right now. And yes, it does have to do with the fact that there is competition. There is New Japan Pro Wrestling. There is AEW. And I guarantee you, most of the talent who would leave would go straight to AEW. Guarantee you. They could go to New Japan. They could go anywhere they really want. But it has less to do with that. And more so to do with the fact that they know that the talent who leave will get more over. See, we're not talking about that. We need to understand something here. Anyone that believes Randy Orton, who, by the way, his contract was up not that long ago and he resigned for 5 more years. But let's just say he didn't resign and he actually went to AEW. If you're going to sit here and tell me that he would not get more over in AEW, you're out of your mind. Same thing with Cesaro. People like Cesaro. Hell, Cesaro going to NXT will get him more over. But it's this idea that these talent would be better off outside of WWE. That is what's keeping them there. They know. They know how good these talent are. They know how good Mike Kanellis is. They know how good Luke Harper is. They know how good, who else asked for his release recently? Insert wrestler who wanted to leave here. Kalisto, I heard, wants to leave very soon. Rusev, we'll talk about him in a second because, Jesus Christ. There are so many talent who want to leave. And I guarantee you the main reason why Vince won't let them go is because he knows how good they are. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you this. If you're running WWE, and let's just say someone that's not good, just insert person who's not, Alicia Fox. If Alicia Fox came to you and said, I want to leave the company, guarantee you would let her go. I think the only reason why Alicia Fox is staying with WWE is because she hasn't asked for her release. I guarantee you if Alicia Fox asked for her release, they would let her go. They let Ty Dillinger go, or Shawn Spears go. You want to know why? Because they didn't think he was all that good. They didn't see a megastar in him. They didn't think he was great. They're not going to let Luke Harper go. Because they know if you let Luke Harper go, whatever company he goes to, he will instantly be a main event player. Instantly. They're not going to let Cesaro go. They're not going to let... If freaking Kevin Owens asks for his release, ain't no way in hell they were going to let him go. The only reason they let Dean Ambrose go was because they knew he was crazy enough to really drag them under the bus. They had to let him go. They let him go. Now, throughout that entire period of them announcing that he was going to leave, they tried to negotiate and make him stay, and he still left. And as of right now, he is easily one of the highest talents in wrestling. And that is why they don't want to let anyone go. Because they already know. I mean, CJ Parker, who is he in New Japan? Juice Robinson, thank you. Juice Robinson. Look at Juice. He's one of the biggest baby faces in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And he was a jobber in NXT. Sami Callihan, who was Solomon Crow. TNA World Champion. Leaving WWE actually does more for you than staying in WWE. And that is the problem. That is why people in WWE don't want to release talent. They want to hoard them as much as possible because they already know that when they leave, they're going to get more over. And that's not a good look on WWE. You already know that. Anyone they release will get more over anywhere else. And that, my friends, is why I'm letting you know right now, they are not going to let go of Sin Cara, especially Hunico. If they let go of Hunico, think about this for a minute. If they release Hunico, first off, that's a really good talent. I never really liked him as Sin Cara. I always liked him as Hunico. I liked him more as Hunico, in my opinion. Regardless. And Camacho, who was his tag team partner, he's killing it right now with Homeboy and the Guerrillas of Destiny, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Tama Tonga. It doesn't matter who you are. I think there is this built-in I'm trying to find the best way to say it. There is this instant gratification for you leaving WWE. Because it's like you got out of jail. It's a jail. People perceive it as a jail. So when you get out, you're free. People love that. People want you to be free. People want you to be able to live your life, to be able to be you. And you're the people who got out of the prison. And as time goes by, as WWE continues to not let these people go, it becomes perceived as a prison. So don't let anyone else tell you anything about why WWE doesn't want to let them go. They don't want to let them go. It ain't because of their contracts. Let me tell you something. WWE, if they didn't think you were all that valuable, they would let you go. They let go of Ty Dillinger. You want to know why? Because they didn't think he was all that valuable. If Dana Brooke today said, I want out of my contract, they would let her go. Instantly. But Mike Kanellis? They know better. They know if they let Mike Kanellis go, he would go on, what is that wrestling shoot show? RF Video. He would do a 2-hour podcast. He would make a lot of money off of it. And he knows damn well he would probably be a top star in any other company. You know what? Just to kind of wrap this up, because I am staying on this topic a long time, which is the central topic of the video, but still. You know who I know they will never let go? And we'll talk about him later on. They will never, ever let go of Rusev. They are bending over backwards. I guarantee you. They're going to bend over backwards to give Rusev whatever he wants. Whatever he wants to stop him from leaving. They're going to do it. They're gonna go to the ends of the earth to make sure that he doesn't leave them. Because they already know whatever company, whatever promotion that he goes to, he will be the instant star of that promotion. Because of how badly they treated him. They already know that. So don't let anyone tell you anything else. The only reason why these wrestlers aren't able to leave is because they know that when they get picked up, they're going to be major stars. Tenille Dashwood. Tenille Dashwood is another example. Emma. I don't think... Has she been wrestling? I think she's been wrestling on ROH. Okay, well, ROH sucks. If you do Emma on AEW... First off, tell me why Emma got hotter. Tenille Dashwood? Why is it that when these women leave, they get hotter? Except for the Bella Twins. Bella Twins aren't really getting hotter, honestly. But Caitlyn left, and I'm like, oh my god, you bombshell. Have y'all seen AJ Lee as of lately? Remember little small AJ Lee? By the way, AJ Lee was already hot to begin with. Have y'all seen her lately? I might have to find a photo of her. But AJ, oh my goodness. I can bring up Kelly. They got hotter. I'm just saying. Apparently, Tenille Dashwood is on Impact. Oh, she's on Impact. Nice. Okay. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, wherever you go, whoever leaves WWE, they're always going to be perceived in a better light wherever else they go. So, that is the secret to why WWE will never let anyone go. Or they will fight hard to not let them go until their contracts expire. But, moving on. What are your thoughts on Stone Cold Steve Austin bringing back the Stone Cold podcast and The Undertaker being his first guest? I'm going to keep this simple. They should never, ever, ever cancel the Stone Cold podcast. That was easily one of the best things about the network. I am so pissed off that they stopped doing that, and I think they realized that was stupid. That was really dumb. So I'm happy they're bringing it back. And I'm even happier that his first guest back is The Undertaker. And apparently, based off of what I'm hearing, it's going to be a 2-hour podcast immediately following Survivor Series. So what we'll do, and this is something I do want to do, what I might end up doing the Sunday of, I am going to do a review immediately after Survivor Series. I think instead of doing a Raw review the next day, I'm going to do a review of the Stone Cold podcast featuring The Undertaker. I think that's more worth it. There's nothing that's going to happen on Raw. Let me tell y'all something. Following Survivor Series, you should just stop watching Raw and SmackDown altogether. Ain't nothing happening. That should be the series. That honestly should be the season finale. Survivor Series, okay, we'll see you guys next year. So, I'm letting you know right now, that Monday, following Survivor Series, that will not be a Raw review. That will be a review of the Stone Cold podcast with The Undertaker. Period. But I am looking forward to it. That is going to be excellent to watch. But I can't believe that we stopped doing it. Why did y'all stop doing it to begin with? Yeah, it's going to be 2 hours. Now, let's go into some more questions. What was, in your opinion, the best video you made as Dalyxman? This is from Al, from Brooklyn. Well, Al, Mr. Johnson. The best video series that I've done so far. You know, the easy answer would be what fans want versus what corporate wants. Everyone loves those. And they are my pride and joy. I love making those videos. And I'm doing one more before the the end of the year comes. There will be one more what fans want versus what corporate wants video. Trust me, I promise. Believe it or not, my favorite video I've ever done was how to make the perfect heel. That was my favorite video. How to make the perfect heel villain in wrestling. And let me go back and check. I want to go back and check how many views that has. Because compared to the other what fans want versus what corporate wants videos, I guarantee you it doesn't come nowhere near close to it. But if you ask me right now, what is my favorite video? How to write the perfect heel in wrestling. Let me see how many views that has. Yeah, here it is. It currently sits at, it's only 5,000. It doesn't have that many views. It has a lot of likes. It has like over 300 likes, by the way. Thank you. That, if you ask me right now, what is your best video? That's it. Right there. Because I am finally put in a position to put my money where my mouth is. Alright, you complain and you want to get on WWE for, how they write stories, how they produce their characters, how they build talent, how they build matches. Alright, you do it. Okay. So I did. And I thought it was easily one of my best videos.
Dalyxman, would you do any retro ECW reviews?
That would be nice. That would be something nice to do for Patreon. By the way, you can request me to do videos anytime, but you have to go to Patreon. If you want to request me to do videos, do so on Patreon. I think you have to donate. I'm trying to remember what the price was. It was either $20. I think it's $20. So if you donate $20 through Patreon, you can request a video. It's either 30 or 20. I think it's 20 for topic requests. I think you'll have to go check. It might be 30. I might have to lower it to 20. But yeah, that is easily the best video I've done. That's just my opinion, of course. There will be one and that's another one that I need to do. There will be one how to write the perfect babyface later. I've already done a video like that. I'm gonna redo it. It was cheap. I'm sorry. It was a cheap replacement, and you deserve better than that. You do. All right. Let's see here. We continue. Whatever happened to your Raw review from June 2nd, 2014, where Rollins turned on the Shield? That was the first video I saw of yours. I think I deleted it. And I deleted it because that was the video that got me fired from WWE. By I mean fired, I had a gig with them. I was doing mashups for the YouTube channel they had. And the relationship was already strained because I had issues with the way they were trying to control how I produced my content. The first time I was not happy with them was when they told me my Undertaker mashup. My best mashup to date was my Undertaker mashup of all his WrestleMania matches. Still the best mashup I've ever done. They said it was too long. They felt that people aren't going to watch a 7-minute video. I'm like, why not? Why not? Why not? Seriously, why not? So, they didn't take it. And I was very upset about that because that was my best work, and I put my heart and soul into making that masterpiece, and it's still to this day one of the best visually pleasing work of arts that has epitomized what wrestling's all about. I don't care what anybody says. That might be my ego getting the best of me. I don't care. It is easily the best video I've done for that channel, Dalyxman V2. And they didn't take it. So, I was already strained with that relationship. I let them know I wasn't happy about it. But the reason why, getting back to your question, why I deleted that video is because that was the video that made them terminate my contract. They said, sorry, you're too negative, man. We don't feel like you had our best interests in heart. And I can remember making an apology video that I also deleted. Saying, I'm sorry. Guys, come on. I love this gig. Please don't take it away from me. And they just never hired me back. That was it. So there you go. That's what happened. That's why that video was gone. And it sucks because of it. Yeah, and people are talking about it in the live chat. Like, how could they not want to have the Undertaker matchup? I had no idea. I still don't. Whatever. Let's see here. Thoughts on the Joker movie? I thought it was a great movie. Do I think there'll be a sequel? Yes, but there shouldn't be one. I don't think the Joker needs a sequel. I think we're good. Joaquin Phoenix, I guarantee you if they try to do it, he will not return. And quite frankly, if Joaquin Phoenix doesn't want to do Joker, again, there shouldn't be a sequel. Period. But regardless, I thought it was great. Easily the best Joker film. It might be it's not the only like pure Joker film out there. I'm pretty sure it's not the only one. But in terms of a film focused strictly on the Joker, not like Batman the Joker, like The Dark Knight, easily the best one I've seen so far. Favorite non-WWE video games? Persona. Where are you? Let me see here. Batman Arkham Asylum. Or that's Batman Arkham Knight. The Arkham Asylum series, if you will. Kingdom Hearts. That's Kingdom Hearts. Well, all the Kingdom Hearts games, because I have all of them in here. Let's see. Oh, Final Fantasy, of course. DBZ. Or DB, my bad. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I can't just say it's DBZ. Like, which DBZ game? Let's see here. I think those are like, that's a good top 5. Oh, and what's this? The hell is this? Oh, Overwatch. That game. That's a good place to stop. So those are the games I like. We got Graham from Sheffield, England. He says, I see WWE sheep hate in WWE. Let's get try again. I see WWE sheep hate in AEW, and AEW smarks hate on WWE. That's just how it is, man. But it continues. Stupid question, but do you feel in 2019 it's like a crime to enjoy more than one wrestling show, especially if they are WWE and AEW? Dude, it is a crime to do anything nowadays on social media. And I didn't really want to talk about this here because I have a lot of Twitter followers and I need social media to help out with my platform and to stay relevant. This is Persona 5, by the way. Those of you asking which Persona game I have, that's Persona 5. It's awesome. I have all Persona games, though. I have Persona 4 and 3. I haven't played 2 or 1, but I have... I even have I think I have Arena. Yeah, I do. Persona 4 Arena. Part 1 and 2. Alright. What was I saying? Now. Sorry about that. Just to answer the question once again. Social media nowadays just makes anything a crime. One of the things about Twitter that I personally, it probably has always been like this, but as of recently, it's gotten to a boiling point with me. Twitter is nothing but a cesspool of people bitching and being negative. Do I contribute to that? Absolutely. I do contribute to that. But in a way, I'm utilizing that. I'm using that. Football. People are going crazy with football. I'm making that a part of my business because I know how Twitter works. I do know how it works. I know Twitter is a place that's all about negativity. And a lot of the times, it just gets overwhelming. You know, it's just like, God damn. Like, guys, does everything have to be about canceling somebody? Does everything have to be about shutting something down? Now, every once in a while, I'll admit they'll do a topic like, we're not going to talk about that guy in the White House, but they'll do a topic where I'm just like, oh yeah, cancel that guy. Like, cancel R. Kelly, absolutely, cancel that guy. But every once in a while, it's just like, guys, calm down. Like, it's not that big of a deal, really. Like, there are people on Twitter who will bitch about literally anything. Like the shape of a spoon. The fact that a spoon is shaped like that is insulting, and they'll find something to complain about. Anything. And what happens is, a lot of times we as people look for any kind of way to validate ourselves. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. So all we gotta do is just search for it on social media or Twitter, and we'll find someone who meets that, and then we'll surround ourselves with those people to make us feel validated. That's how life is, man. That is social media nowadays. So when you ask me, do I feel WWE and AEW people are trapped in their own bubbles and think that their crap don't stink? Yes. But it's not conducive to just WWE and AEW. That's society as a whole. Do I think it's stupid? Yes. What's wrong with liking AEW and WWE? It's okay to like both of them. Now, personally, like, honest question, if you're asking me which one do I like better, I like AEW better than the main roster. Now, NXT and AEW are about the same, but NXT is not WWE main roster. I'm not going to choose main roster over NXT or AEW. Screw you. That's just me. But that doesn't mean you have to. If you like WWE, love it. Go be a fan. No one is telling you can't be a fan. And if they are, screw them. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Just saying. Keon Cody from Augusta. Thank you, by the way, for the question. Do you think AEW can last and become somewhat of a force in wrestling? Like, have their greatest rivalries and stables and at some point in time have a form of WrestleMania and a Hall of Fame? The easy answer would be yes. Do I think it will happen anytime soon? Absolutely not. I remember saying when they debuted, before they even debuted with Dynamite on Wednesday, I said, do not expect them to compete with the main roster that first year. That first year should be about establishing the roster. Establishing the main event players, establishing the characters, the mid-card scene, the talent, the villains, the good guys, telling stories. That's all I care about. That's all that should matter. Nothing else matters. Repeat after me. Nothing else matters. Now, AEW is doing this thing where they're taking shots at WWE here and there. And you know what? That's Here's my thing about that. If they keep it friendly like they are right now, who cares? It's friendly competition. The moment they start taking, like, low blow shots, what would be considered a low blow shot? Remember that segment when WWF made, like, I forgot, it was like back in the 90s, where they had people dress up as older versions of Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage and all them to get back in WCW? Yeah, that's a low blow. Like, y'all, like, come on now. Like, Sami Zayn mentioning AEW on Raw. Okay. Friendly competition. Like, who cares? AEW taking shots here and there at WWE's booking. Chris Jericho saying that's a stupid gimmick coming from stupid. That's a stupid gimmick from bad creative. Talking about, bit my lip. Ouch. Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger. Jake Hager. We the people. You know, it's friendly competition. It's not a low blow. If they keep it on that line, we're good. Who cares? But ultimately, you can like both shows. And eventually, maybe AEW will get to that point where they can actually draw a WrestleMania crowd. Is it happening anytime soon? It ain't happening next year, that's for sure. Daniel Lee is it... I can't pronounce your last name. Is it Munoz? Munoz? Close enough. Daniel from California. Do you remember the Mark Henry sex addict storyline? Oh, God. You know, the one where he told his therapist he had sex with his sister? Unfortunately, I do. Anyway, is anyone else worried that they may go this route with Rusev where he tells Dr. Shelby that he had sex with someone he shouldn't have? So let's talk about Rusev and this storyline. Since I knew this question was coming up, that's why I waited to talk about Rusev until I got here. I did see the spoilers. I already know that Lana is pregnant with Rusev's baby. Which just... Oh, God. Okay, so... It just takes this storyline into a completely different area that I don't know. Like, Claire Lynch, teenage Claire Lynch storyline I thought was really bad. This might be... If it's not just as bad, it might be worse. Because, at the very least, that Claire Lynch storyline gave us dark AJ Styles. And he left the company as a result. And as a result of him leaving, we got him here in NXT. And we got that awesome run New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, as bad as that storyline was, and it was really bad, it didn't kill AJ's career. It didn't. This storyline is single-handedly ruining Rusev's career. It's bringing their marriage public. The marriage between Lana and Rusev is making it public. And the thing about this is, what makes it even worse is that we know that they're not really having marriage problems. We know that they're not really broken up. This is a storyline. So it's fake. We can't suspend our belief to buy it. And so now we're doing this stupid storytelling where Lana doesn't want to get with Rusev because he's a sex addict. So she left Rusev because he wants too much sex to go have sex with Bobby Lashley. And during this time while having sex with Bobby Lashley, she's been pregnant with Rusev's baby. And now, this guy decides to ask me, do I think Rusev will come out to tell Dr. Shelby that he had sex with someone he shouldn't have had with? Like, he might have sex with, I don't know. He mentioned Summer Rae. I'm assuming if he was to have sex with anybody, it'd probably be Liv Morgan. Sure, Liv Morgan. It will probably go there. It will probably go there. And this is what will happen. He'll admit that he had sex, he cheated on Lana. And then, somehow, some way, Lana will get back with Rusev, and whoever Rusev had sex with will now get with Bobby Lashley. And then those two teams will go at each other. And then next thing you know, at the end of it all, Rusev and Bobby Lashley will be a tag team. Bruh. Watch them do that. Watch them do that. This is damaging. This is not one of those storylines that you do simply to get a kick out of it. Vince is doing this to teach Rusev a lesson. He's letting him know, look, motherfucker, understand that I run you. And if you keep this crap up, I will embarrass you and turn you into a joke. It's really bad. It really is. Anyways. Poor Rusev. Chance Holland from South Carolina. Can you rank every NXT theme from best to worst? I'm trying to remember them. There's Wild and Young. There's I'm trying to remember what was the one before We Are Not Your Kind. We Are Not Your Kind is number 1 for me. Time out. Let me look that up. All NXT theme songs. That's a good question. I forgot. Okay, so wait, Judas was an NXT theme song? Judas in my mind. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, NXT Rage. Let me see real quick. Let me get a list of all the songs. Someone do me a favor and give me a list to all of the theme songs, because I want to be sure I am theme music. Okay, here we go. So, We Are Not Your Kind is number 1. Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria? What was Welcome Home? I don't even remember that one. Rage by... Yeah, Rage. That was a good one. I'll put Rage number 2. You Make the Rain Fall. That's the last... I hate that theme song. That's like number 5. I can't stand that theme song. You Make the Rain Fall. Wild and Young is very underrated. That's number 3. I like Wild and Young. Wild and Young's number 3. I'm trying to think. Roar of the Crowd? The roar of the crowd, the feet in the ground, give it all to it now, 'cause you come for it, come. Oh yeah. Ooh, I actually really like that one. That might be, okay, so top 5. We Are Not Your Kind. Rage is number 2. Roar of the Crowd's number 3. And then, Wild and Young, and then last is You Make the Rain Fall. I hate that. You make the rain fall. I'm gonna throw up right now, 'cause it's so bad. Anyways, that's just to answer your question, Mr. Chance Holland. Since we are about done with the 2010s wrestling, can you rank every year from 2010 to 2019 best to worst? Absolutely. I will happily do that. So, best year in 2010s. Which year did not piss me off? I thought 2011 was probably the closest. That might be number 1. 2011. Can we all agree that 2011 might be the best year overall for WWE in the 2010s? That was The Rock's return. That was CM Punk's pipe bomb. We had a ton of awesome matches. That WrestleMania sucked, by the way. We had Bryan's Rise. You had the Dashing Cody. You had Grotesque Cody Rhodes. I might go with 2011 as number 1. Thinking about it. Wait. No. 2013 might... Okay, hold on. So 2011 is number 1. 2013 is number 2. That was a real... That might be one of the most underrated years in wrestling history. People don't talk about that a lot. That was a pretty good year. 2013, because you had an excellent SummerSlam. You had the rise of Bryan. You had a lot of good things happen. I really like 2013, and then the Authority angle. Absolutely. So 2013 is number 2. Number 3 is hard. Although 2014 had an awesome easily one of the best WrestleManias of all time, for sure. The rest of that year was kind of I don't know. Like, I might say 2004 because of NXT. NXT in 2004 was, oh my goodness. No, I take that back. NXT's best year was 2018. That, and the roster is very strong now, but 2018 was a monster year for NXT. And actually, 2018, the more I think about it, so you had Ronda Rousey's debut, and NXT was on fire. You had the rise of Becky Lynch. That was a really good year. They did a lot of good things in 2018. Huh. It was a good year for wrestling, the more I think about it. I might make... 2018 might be my number 4. I think that was a better year. 2016... I don't remember 2016. I don't at all. 2015, yo, kiss my ass. We're not talking about 2015. That year can go straight to hell. Straight to hell. 2014. 2012 wasn't good. So, I'm trying to think. I think that was it. Like, those are the top. I'll give you top 5. So, number 1 is 2011. Number 1. Number 2 is 2013. Number 3. I'll give number 3 to 2018. Like, that was the last overall good year for WWE.
You said NXT in 2004, lol.
Okay, well, I meant 2014, clearly. So 2018 we'll get number 3. Number 4 will go to... I guess by default... I'll give it to 2016. By default. That was... It didn't insult me. It didn't hurt my feelings. I didn't think it was all that great, but it wasn't all that bad either. And I guess 2010 by default gets number 5. 2012 by default gets number 5. All the rest of the years can kiss my ass. It can straight up kiss the dark part of my booty. The darkest part of my booty. Because it sounds so nasty. It can kiss the darkest part of my booty. Because no. Everything else was garbage. Garbage. So yeah, 2016, I will give it. I will give 2016 number 4. And you know what? I just thought about something. That was the year where Ryan Reynolds. Wouldn't that be awesome if Deadpool wrote SmackDown? Ryan Ward was writing SmackDown. So yes, 2016, I'm going to give it to WWE. So easily number 4 would be 2016. But 2018, I think overall was a better year than the rest of the show. So 2018 for WWE will be number 3. 2016 will be number 4. And there you go. There you go. That's it. Let's see here. Let's talk about Johnny Martinez. Do you think if Cody Rhodes did not leave WWE in 2016 and was still in good terms with the company, do you think there wouldn't be an AEW today? Absolutely not. There wouldn't be an AEW today. If Cody had bitten his lip and became a good errand boy like WWE wanted him to be, he would not be a main event player. He would not be where he is, and we would not have AEW. Once again, it's proven why WWE doesn't want people to leave. Look at Cody Rhodes. With MJF turning on Cody, do you see them joining Chris Jericho in the Inner Circle? No. MJF doesn't need... Actually, I take that back. Hold on for a minute. What if... Follow me here. My mind's working. What if we did a storyline where MJF underhandedly took the Inner Circle away from Chris Jericho? What if he stole, like, behind the scenes, he managed to manipulate the Inner Circle to leave Chris Jericho and join him? Yo! That would be fire! Yo, wouldn't that be good? If he manipulated the Inner Circle to leave Chris Jericho and join him. Yo! Come on now, that sounds freaking awesome. Give it to me. I mean, I can see that working. I would buy that. Like, real talk, I seriously would buy that. That would be really, really cool. Okay. Let's go on to, let's see here. I think we're about to run out of Facebook questions, so I might have to go to Twitter in just a second. Let's see. Charles Mitchell. If you were booking a Survivor Series 5-on-5 match with the stars of the past and the stars of the present, who would you put in it? Okay, so past versus future, or past versus present. Top 5 greatest of all time. Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, The Rock. Versus the best wrestlers today. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar, The Fiend. I don't want to do Seth Rollins. See, I'm at this point now. They have put me in a situation where I would rather have this guy in the match than have anybody else. So you know what? I'm there now. The 5th guy that I would have in team present for WWE is Roman Reigns. I'm there now. See what you guys have done to me? You have gotten me to the point where I'm choosing Roman freaking Reigns over Seth Rollins. I hate you, WWE. I hate you. You know what? No, we're not doing that. I can't. John Cena. Bam. I would bring back John freaking Cena. I said it. John Cena. I'd bring him back. No, I can't do that. God damn it. Fine, Roman Reigns. Fuck. Who do you think will... I'm not going to talk more about that. I'm angry now. I'm angry. Joking. Who do you think will break Ric Flair's record first? Charlotte or John Cena? Charlotte! Charlotte's going to break it first. Without question. She is definitely breaking this first. Alright, I think are those all the questions? That can't be all the questions. Oh no, okay. Rohan from London. Do you think Apollo Crews would get over if he done a Rodney Mac? Oh, do you think Apollo Crews would get over if he did a Rodney Mac white boy challenge where he beats up white boys? You know what? Let's do it. Apollo Crews, I want you to go on TV and call out white boys. And beat up white boys. Yo, I would... Just imagine. Wait. So, his manager would be Teddy Long, first off. We don't have Apollo Crews beat out this skinny white boy. Because if he's white, it ain't right. Here come that skinny white boy. You know what? It might be backwards racism. It might be. But it's... Come on, y'all. A heel Apollo Crews picking on jobber skinny white boys. Come on. Like, that's brilliant. That is so ridiculous that I would get behind it. Come on, man. That would be freaking hilarious. I would bring Ellsworth back. I would so bring Ellsworth back to see him get his ass kicked by white boy hating Apollo Crews. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank you for that. That was a good laugh. White boy hating Apollo Crews. Do you... Okay. Let's get back to the quick Q&A. Do you still want to see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar? They would have to build Bobby Lashley up a little bit stronger, but yeah, sure, we can still do that. Brian B from Montreal, is there a possibility that WWE... What? I see Kevin Dunn in this. This is not going to end well. Let's continue. Is there a possibility from Brian? This is from Brian B. That WWE brings in Kevin Dunn to make some kind of appearance on TV as an on-screen character? Well, I think I would be such an awesome TV character. I would have so much charisma. The women would drool. They would they would be all over this scrumptious body. You would know it because Vince loves me and I love me too. Oh my goodness. Oh God. Knowing Vince McMahon, he would probably put him on TV just because he's annoying. And then he'll say he's a ladies' man. Kill me now. But no, I don't see it happening. Ryan Alvarez. I'll be going to Houston with my cousin and a few friends of mine next week. And seeing that you're a resident there, any place sites you personally recommend? Galleria. Midtown Houston Galleria. There's a lot of bars, a lot of high quality movies, theaters, IMAX theaters down there. Do check it out. Midtown Houston. There's some clubs downtown Houston, East downtown Houston. Check them out. So there you go. You'll have to message me later if you want to get full details. Adam Ritter, what's up, Adam? Give me your thoughts on the storyline of Jesus Christ. He wants my thoughts on the storyline. Lana Rusev and Bobby Lashley. I'm just gonna give it to you straight. It is the worst storyline I've ever seen in 2019. It's going down in history as one of the worst storylines ever in WWE history. It is that bad. And there is nothing they can do to salvage it. I'm at the point now where I literally just want them. I literally just want them to just have a blow-off match at Survivor Series and then end it. Like, that's it. Like, I don't even care if the match is good. For real, like, I don't even care if Rusev and Lashley have a match that's good. Just have a match and end it. It's that bad. But that's too much to ask for. Brian Walmer, how long do you think it will be till MJF is AEW World Champ? I give him I was going to say give him a year. If he does his feud with Cody right, he might be World Champ. Yeah, give him a year. I say give him till next year's Full Gear. He'll be World Champ. As he should be, because he's awesome. Do you think NXT will have a clean sweep at Survivor Series? They should. Sorry, I laughed too hard for that Apollo Crews question. White boys. They should have a clean sweep. Yeah, NXT needs to come out on top. For real, for real. I'm reading the live chat. He has someone saying, bring back Zach Gowen. Bring back Gilbert. Apollo Crews beating up them white boys. Yes, Mike Dudley. I hate you all. It's holla, holla, holla. Time for another white boy. Okay, I can't concentrate. Yes. NXT should make this weird Survivor Series. I hate y'all for posting those comments. Alright. Moving on. Moving on to Raheem Isaac. I have two questions. And he's from Florida. What well-known female wrestler would be good to come in AEW to help the women's division? Oh, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was getting ready to leave WWE. And then they shanghaied her into staying. They said, look, Sasha, please, baby girl, don't leave us, baby girl. We're sorry, baby girl. We'll do anything you want, baby girl. We'll pay you all the money you want, baby girl. They ain't letting her. They will fight her. They will lock her up. to stop her from going. I'm like, they ain't letting you go. Sorry, Sasha, you stuck. They're gonna hold you hostage. You ain't going nowhere. You stuck there. Anyways, but Sasha Banks, what are your favorite holiday episodes of cartoons growing up? Did I have favorite holiday episodes? I really didn't. I had holiday movies. But cartoons? No, I didn't have any. I just watched I literally just watched Looney Tunes, Batman, Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, not much else to say about that. Nickname from Indiana. Who do you see challenging Chris Jericho for the AEW Championship in the future? Jon Moxley. Easy question. Also, oh, Jesus Christ. How would I salvage the storyline? How would I salvage the storyline between Rusev, Lana, and Bobby Lashley? I would end it. That's what I would do. Tran. Lana's segment. Raw spoiler. Lana's segment is the worst segment in history. I've seen worse, but I'll take your word for it. Axel Bonella. This is the last question from Facebook. From New York. Do you know who is Zubar TV? Zubar Talk TV? I have no idea who that is. I'll have to watch him. Send me some videos about him, buddy. So, okay, that's going to end my Q&A for the Facebook portion. Now we're going to... Hey, God damn it, guys. I can't let this Apollo Crews storyline go. Jordan Williams says, bring in Marco Stunt. Bring in Marco Stunt. Bring back Christopher Nowinski. Bring back Chris Masters. Paul Cannon. Yes. Oh my God, yes. Oh, that would be freaking awesome. Bring back Paul Cannon. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's concentrate. Let's go to... Do I want to go to Twitter? Or do I want to go to my email? I think I'm going to go to... Let's go to my email. And I'll go to Twitter last. So, we got 4 questions here in my email. First one comes from Juan Lopez. When do you see Vince McMahon stepping down as the owner of WWE when he dies? Sorry. It's pretty screwed up that I said that, but it's true. He's not going to give it up until he dies. Nathaniel Luigi. God damn it. Nathaniel. Hi, Dalyxman. What's up, man? Soon to be Alyx. You best know it. I wanted to ask if Cesaro and Seth Rollins, boo, were to go back to NXT, how would you fancy book their time in NXT? Seth Rollins would go back to NXT as a heel. And he would start over with this whole idea that I am here to destroy. This show is the main reason why my career got off the ground. And ever since I got to the top, my life has been absolute hell. So I am going to go back to the beginning and destroy what made me. So I'm gonna turn Seth Rollins into that arsonist monster heel, where all he wants to do is destroy everything that made his career what it is. So I would send him to NXT as a heel to make him like a monster arsonist or something like that. Cesaro, top babyface, easy. Make him the top babyface in the company and push him as a main event player, without question. Lee Kelts, favorite childhood TV shows. Oh, let's go. Okay, I love this. I'm gonna be here all day. Might want to just, might want to go ahead and just skip ahead like about 50 minutes. No, I'm joking. Right off the bat, let's start with Cartoon Network. Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons, Cartoons, Cow and Chicken, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Grimm, Billy and Mandy. I was gonna say Grimm. The Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Ed, Edd and Eddy. That was my That was my shit. I also love the little cartoon vignettes in between. I don't need to walk around in circles. If you know what that is, we can be friends. There's so many stuff. Toonami, Dragon Ball Z. Let's go. Sailor Moon, shut up. Sailor Moon. Screw you. Sailor Moon goes hard. Yu Yu Hakusho. Jackie Chan show was on Kids WB, right? Okay, well, screw that. All right, so that was, I think that covers Cartoon. Oh, Tom and Jerry. Okay, that covers Cartoon Network. There's plenty more that I just can't come up with right now. Let's go to Nickelodeon. Rugrats, Doug, Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Adventures of Korra, The Adventures of Korra. Korra. Let me just say Korra. So many. I didn't like Rocket Power. I didn't like Wild Thornberries either. It just wasn't for me. There's so many. Ninja Turtles were not on Nickelodeon, but they eventually were. I don't care what anybody says. Ninja Turtles was Fox Kids, I believe. That was Fox Kids. Oh crap! I'm blanking. Why am I blanking on Nickelodeon right now? What's wrong with me? Let me read the live chat. I'm pretty sure some of y'all are just like, "Yo, Dalyxman, what about this show?" Ren and Stimpy. Hey Arnold. Absolutely. Legend of Korra. That's what I meant to say. Rocko's Modern Life. I remember that show. Scooby Doo. Absolutely. That's a classic right there. I didn't talk about the classics. I didn't talk about Huckleberry Hound. I didn't say Scooby Doo. I didn't talk about Yogi Bear or all of them. Flintstones, Jetsons. I watched all of that. Let's see here. Cat Dog. There you go. I just remembered something. Someone donate $9.99 again and play all that theme song. Hurry up. Donate it. Give me that all that theme song. Everybody say, it's this all that. And Keenan and Kel. And the Amanda Show. Let's see here. Cowboy Bebop was good, yes. Inspector Gadget. I didn't watch Channel Disney growing up. I lied. I watched Proud Family and That's So Raven. That's all I watched. But I didn't watch anything else, really. Okay, let's go to Fox Kids. Power Rangers. Go, Power Rangers. And then Big Bad Beetleborgs. Big Bad Beetleborgs. Come on. Big Bad Beetleborgs. Come on, where y'all at? What about On the Magic School Bus? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ride on the Magic School Bus. Simpsons, Family Guy, Gumball in the Family Guy. I wasn't a kid when that was on. SpongeBob. How did I forget about SpongeBob SquarePants? How did I forget about Blue's Clues? Blue's Clues. And Dora. Remember Blue's? Big Bear in the Big Blue House. That's another one from Disney I remember. Blue's Clues was my shit, yo. Blue's Clues? Yo. And man, come on. I'm not Victorious. I'm not a fan of Victorious. Okay, I'm trying to think what else is on Fox Kids that was big. Spider-Man, yeah, X-Men. There you go. I think that's about it. Those are the ones I remember. Freakazoid was Cartoon Network. Super Teen Extraordinaire. Freakazoid runs around in underwear. Freakazoid. Okay, let's go to Kids WB. Animaniacs, Bam, Batman, animated series, Superman the animated series, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Digimon was Fox, right? Was that Fox or Fox Kids? That was Fox Kids. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon, all the man. My childhood was. I don't know what y'all are missing. I didn't get into South Park until I was a teen. Honestly, Goosebumps was on Fox Kids. That's true. Feel the Future. That's a blast from the past. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Justice League was Cartoon Network. I remember that. That was really good. Now we're talking about cartoons. Listen, if we get into Martin and the Fresh Prince and Family Matters, we're gonna be here all day. We're talking about cartoons. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. That was my jam, y'all. Space Ghost. Static Shock. Superhero Static Shock. Dun 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 dun. Duck Dodgers. Shoot. So many cartoons. Thank you for that. Thank you for that nostalgia trip. I miss my childhood days. I really do. I might have to turn on some cartoons just to rehash. Zachary from Illinois. Will you ever get a green screen to use on your backdrop for your videos and live streams? If I get enough money, absolutely. I need to have a studio first. I need to get my own studio, and once I do, there will definitely be a green screen here. But that comes later. Now, that does it for my email questions. Last but not least, we're going to conclude with the Twitter hashtag. Hashtag Dalyxman on Twitter. Let's see here. Let's do Suna. Ooh.
Max Steel, my brother and me. Come on now.
Oh, Max Steel. I remember that show. That's it. I remember it. I don't think I watched it all that much. Honestly. Let's see here. Let's see. Dalyxman. So Asuna is wait, hold on for a minute. It's taking its sweet time to load. Come on! Hurry up and load. You're taking too long. Okay, so Asuna Luna is the first question. What's your favorite fighting game series? Favorite fighting game series? Mortal Kombat. Without even have to think about it. I did recently play Mortal Kombat 11. Yes. I want to buy the game. Unfortunately, I have not been able to save up the money to do so. But I did rent it, and it's freaking awesome. I want to buy it so much. Someone buy it for me for Christmas, please. Please. Anyways. But yeah. Mortal Kombat. FC20. What doesn't have a good pay-per-view calendar? Try this again. It didn't say what. It said WWE. What? WWE. What? WWE doesn't have a good pay-per-view calendar, in my opinion. Months in like May, June, May, July, September, and December all feel like they don't have a purpose. My question is, how would you fix this? How I fix the WWE pay-per-view calendar? First off, I wouldn't have any shows in December. They should just cancel all shows with December. Matter of fact, AEW, WWE take December off. Give all your wrestlers December off. For 30 days, you get to go home and do absolutely nothing except spend time with your family. And then you come back in January. Rumble in January. Chamber in February. Take March off. No paper unless it's WrestleMania. Take the entire month of March off. The first weekend of April, WrestleMania, and May. We go. The first weekend of May would be Money in the Bank. Then we do June. I would have June. See, I do think we should have an Extreme Rules pay-per-view. I don't know if we should call it Extreme Rules, but sure. If we're gonna call it Extreme Rules, don't have it in July. Have it in June. And then take the entire month of July off to build to SummerSlam in August. and then we do Night of Champions in September. You've killed. You have absolutely killed Hell in a Cell. So I say we do Night of Champions in September. We take the entire month of October off, and then let that build to Survivor Series. If we have to have a pay-per-view in October, No Mercy. So October can be No Mercy, and then Survivor Series can be November, and then that's it. That's the pay-per-view schedule. So let's go through it. January is Royal Rumble. February is Elimination Chamber. You take March off. Then you have WrestleMania, and then you have Money in the Bank in May. Then you have Extreme Rules. Take July off. Then you have SummerSlam in August. And then you have Night of Champions, No Mercy, and then Survivor Series. What is that? That's 9 pay-per-views a year. And if you have to throw in an extra one, which you really, really, really don't, I don't know, Judgment Day. But 9-10 pay-per-views a year is strong. You take March and July. So you're taking off the months of March, July, and December. Now, honestly, you should just take December off, period. Like, nobody should be wrestling in December. That's just my opinion. But, I think 8 to 10 pay-per-views, 10's pushing it. That's a good pay-per-view schedule. You don't need anything else outside of that. You can take those extra weeks to tell stories, and do other things. Oh, I love this idea, King of the Ring. There you go, King of the Ring for June. Matter of fact, I might do another video, given the structure, a new structure to WWE that they should actually follow. I love King of the Ring. I think that should be a pay-per-view. I love you. Who said that? Who said King of the Ring? Who do I love? Daniel Gen X. I love you, Daniel GX, for that great idea. Extreme Sonic. Is AEW good, yay or nay? AEW is really good. 2 thumbs up for me. Check it out. Corey Payne. In your opinion, who should have a show alongside WWE and Impact during WrestleMania weekend? NWA or AEW? AEW for sure. NWA is nowhere close to being ready. Why Vince McMahon does not like Asians? This is from Lolo. Vince McMahon hates Asians because they're not blonde hair, blue eye, apple pie. America! That's why. At least Natalya gets away with it because she got that blonde hair working for her. And she fine as hell. TJ Perkins, yeah, right. TJ Perkins wish he can get with Natalya. TJ Wilson. TJ Wilson, he be hitting that every day. I miss him. I miss him so much. I miss Tyson Kidd. I really do. But anyways, Lolo continues. Do you believe Vince McMahon never planned on having Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka win the Royal Rumbles? I think he had no choice because they were over. But I don't think he really wanted them to win. Lolo, what computer are you planning to upgrade with your channel? So, I posted a couple of days ago that I want to buy a $300 laptop. No, sorry. A $300 desktop. And it's, let me see. I'm trying to remember what it was. Desktop. Computer. It was a, I'm trying to remember. Was it HP? I think it was HP All-in-One. One of those two. Regardless, yeah, I've been trying to get me a desktop for a while because this computer is old. I need a modern day desktop that can handle all of this stuff. Do you really believe NXT will win its Survivor Series? I think they have to. Otherwise, this is a waste of time. Rachel Buck, do you think Rey Mysterio will beat Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series? I do not think he will beat Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. I think he will have a good match with him, but he will not win. And the final question comes from Steve Washington. How do you feel about some of AEW wrestlers' interest music? Ooh. good question. Oh God, that's a great question. So love Chris Jericho's theme song, Judas. That's my favorite one. I become man. Judas in my mind. Dum, 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 dum. I might do a mashup of that. Judas in my mind. Let's see. Cody Rhodes. I've always loved Cody Rhodes' theme song. Is it called Kingdom? Kingdom, yeah. Let's see here. I like Sammy Guevara's first theme song. I don't like the new one, but his first one, "The world is mine." Dun, 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 dun. That was really cool. I really like that one. Nothing else really stands out. MJF has that Private Eye Detective theme song. Kenny Omega's theme song is really cool. Da na 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 na, the one wing angel screams. Randy Orton. What theme song did Randy Orton have in AEW? What, a remix of Burning My Light? Probably. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Ambrose's theme song is cool. Did I just say Ambrose? Moxley's theme song is good. Everyone else is. I'm trying to think. The Elite. It's just the Young Bucks theme song. It's cool. I'm trying to think of like. No one's theme song so far, other than those that I've mentioned, is standing out to me all that much. Sean Spears' theme. Yeah, Sean Spears has a good theme. That's pretty sick. Let's see here. I can't really think of anything else. Alright, so that's going to be it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this 2-hour podcast. Yay. I hope you enjoyed me rambling on about questions and answers for about 2 hours. You guys are awesome for that. Give this video a like. I hope you enjoyed this more than Raw. Because Raw was garbage. And I didn't watch it on purpose. Because that show can go kiss my ass. The next time you see me, we still got to wrap up November. We got, let me see, AEW NXT this week on Wednesday. Friday Night SmackDown, I will be able to review that. Survivor Series next weekend. So we'll do a preview of Survivor Series and NXT. Next Thursday? Sure. I think by next Thursday we should know what the hell we're getting. Because NXT TakeOver is coming up that weekend too. So, we'll see. We got that coming. And whatever video comes out. I think what I might do a separate video, honestly, talking about, just to reiterate why I don't think WWE is going to release talent. So I might do a separate video altogether just talking about that. I might just actually take this video, cut it up, and make it its own separate video. That seems like a better idea. Honestly, it sounds like a better idea to do. It saves time. I think that's it. I think we got nothing else to really talk about. Unless something else happens. Like the world burns. And you need someone to document the end of the world. Then I'll be that guy. The lone YouTuber who survives on YouTube to document the end of the world. For YouTube revenue. Yay. Sorry. Okay. So, all in all, we're going to finish up things here in November. And then December, once again, we're going to do 4 videos. If probably 3. But the plan is to do 4. The first one is going to be my WWE what fans want versus what corporate wants video for NXT. Spoiler alert, it's about NXT. We're going to do 1 video about baby faces, how to book the perfect baby face. And then we're going to do end of the year awards, and then that's it. That would be I think 3 is good. We're gonna do 3 videos for the month of December, and then we're gonna cut it off. If something crazy happens, fine, I'll come up and do one last video. But other than that, we're just gonna keep it to 1 video a week in December. Maybe 2 if you guys are really nice to me. I might do a end of the year Q&A. That might be it. That'll probably be my 4th video, end of the year Q&A. And then we'll begin 2020 as Alyx. Just Alyx. With the Royal Rumble prediction video. Who I think will win the Royal Rumble. Although I just kind of already told you how I think we'll win. But we'll have better answers by then. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys have a good night. It is now midnight where I am. So I'm going to cut it off here. Before I start talking about Apollo Crews beating up white boys. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time right here in your boy, Dalyxman's World. Peace.